Now we knew it was going to be close, but nobody knew that this game was going to end in that way, in that fashion. I'll get back to that. It's the WC World Championship breaking news. For the fourth time in this century, the New England Patriots are the NFL champions. I mean, this game right here, I mean, what you guys want me to say? I mean, back and forth, nip and tuck. Seattle looked like they were running away with it right around, the third quarter. They basically owned the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. And then with about, 5 to 10 minutes left, they get a touchdown. They take the lead. They hold on to the lead. Huge defensive stand. And then the next thing you know, we're talking about the Patriots being the world champions now. I did a video on Deflategate, and it was a fresh reaction video, and we still don't know what's going on with that. We still don't know how those footballs were deflated. They were talking about one of the Patriots staff members went to a locker room, not a locker room, but a bathroom for about a half a minute or a minute and a half, and maybe he deflated it. Maybe he deflated 12 balls in a minute and a half. But this video is not necessarily about how the Patriots got here. It's the fact that they got here, and it's the fact that they kept fighting. It's the fact that they found a way to win. And the great teams always find ways to win no matter how much they have going against them. And I mean, like I said, a lot of people are really not going to like this, but hey, it is what it is. Let's talk about Tom Brady for a second. Is it safe to say that Tom Brady is basically my generation's Joe Montana? Can I say that now? I think I'm comfortable with saying that Tom Brady is my generation's Joe Montana. I mean, even before the Super Bowl victory by Brady, he was this generation's Joe Montana. All right, 4 Super Bowls. I mean, people might not like this, and this might not be popular opinion, but he blows Peyton Manning out of the water when it comes to playoff performances. This guy's clutch. He gets the job done, and that's the type of quarterback that Joe Montana was. He was a playoff quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You could say that, oh man, Montana had Rice. He had, a better offensive scheme, and this and this. If you want to use that and say that, I think that Brady is probably even better. For real at this point. I mean, there was that one season that he had Randy Moss, so we all know what kind of player Randy Moss was during that record-breaking NFL tying season. But for the most part, man, I mean, Tom Brady just finds ways to win. He makes his team better. And I think that it's safe to say that we have to put Tom Brady in the same conversation as Joe Montana, even if they had lost this game. Same thing with Belichick, man. I don't know if they're going to consider putting this man's name on a trophy, or I don't know. I mean, but when you win 4 Super Bowls, one of the most among active coaches, of course, and one of the most among all time. I don't know if he's tied Madden or if he's in the same ranges, or I don't know yet. This is a fresh reaction video, but despite the spy gates and all this other stuff, folks, these are championships that we're talking about. We're not talking about maybes or what ifs. We're talking about real, actual championships, and he's got 4. He's got 4. So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, we talk about Seattle, and the play that people are going to be talking about is going to be ranting and raving. People are going to be upset at this. I don't know how you do not give Marshawn Lynch the football, all right, in the red zone with the game on the line, Super Bowl on the line. I don't know how you do not give him the ball. I don't get it. I understand that Russell Wilson has gotten them that far, but Marshawn Lynch should have been the guy in that moment. You have to give your best player the football. And that call right there cost Seattle a chance at potential dynasty. Now, the Here's a good part about it, Seattle. Listen to me. Russell Wilson is still young. That defense, the core of that defense is still young. Marshawn Lynch is still young. They can be here next year for as far as I'm concerned. All right. Tom Brady, whether people like it or not, Tom Brady and that New England team, the window is starting to close. Vince Wilfork, the window is starting to close a little bit. All right, whether you like it or not, it's just the truth. But Seattle has a strong enough core to the point where they can be here next year. Speaking of next year, the early favorites to be back here next year, all right, in my mind, not according to Vegas or anybody, is Seattle. Then you have to look at then you have to look at teams like maybe San Francisco. You can look at Dallas. You can look at the Packers. I don't know what Peyton Manning's going to do. If you had to put me on the clock right now, I say he'd come back for another season, but maybe he retires. You got to look at young teams like Cincinnati. Maybe Baltimore can get themselves together. Flacco's got it in them. Roethlisberger and the Steelers. So, I mean, it's not a guarantee that the Patriots are going to be here next year, and more than likely, I'd expect to see the Seahawks get closer to this next year. But next year is next year. We're talking about right now. The Super Bowl champions is the New England Patriots. As controversial as it might seem, as unbelievable as this game was, and we knew it was going to come down to something like this, maybe a key turnover, a questionable call, a missed field goal. It was a interception on a questionable call. So let me know how you guys feel, man. Fresh reaction. It's 2014-15 season is basically done, and Super Bowl 49 is in the books. Let me know how you guys feel. It's the WC. I'm still shocked at that decision. I mean, really, I'm shocked. And until next time, folks, peace out. Unbelievable.